Welcome to Comics on Parole. My name is Dan Glazer, and I'm your host. How you doing, Al?
I'm good, man.
This is Al, my sidekick. Get over here, Al.
Man, I'm wearing green today.
That's okay. We get to see the real you when you're wearing green.
That's right. Just not here.
Here, put these on,
I'm
Al.
never here.
We're put these on, Al.
All right.
We're gonna look like twins today.
Right.
Where'd my teeth go?
All right.
Put it on.
Huh?
Put the teeth on.
Man, really?
I was told to make the show crazier and wackier. Put them on for a second. You didn't even put them on. Okay, how you been? You doing good?
I'm good, man. About yourself?
Fine. You know,
I never get paid for this.
You don't get paid for but you get a souvenir to take home with you.
Man, I want money. Give me the money. I'll buy my own souvenirs.
You ain't getting it from me. Anyway, no, get back here.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, all right. You got a joke.
Yeah, you're always telling me that I'm making fun of my wife all the time. So
no, I'm telling you shouldn't make fun of your wife. But go ahead.
Well, you know, when you're married, that's all you have.
Well, your wife.
But I want to talk about my son just briefly.
Okay. Man, dude needs to see the dentist. Go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, the other day I was texting my son something, and he texted me a message back. She's, "Dad, do not text me unless it's important." So I went to his bedroom, got all his belongings out of his bedroom, and I threw it in the front yard. Then I texted him, "Son, I've thrown all your belongings in the front yard. Come and get what's important." Anyway. So anyway, he was going on a date the other day. He's going on the date, and he
told him what to do and what not to do.
Well, no. Well, I've already given him the father-son.
Okay, all right. So he's good.
But I said, he says, "Dad, I just have a hard time reading women." I said, "I'll tell you how to read women. You take them out for pizza, and whatever they put on top of the pizza is usually what they're feeling that night." So I said, like, for instance, if you take her to pizza and she orders oysters, rhinoceros powder, and Viagra to put on the pizza, you're going to have a good time tonight. But in a month later or 2 months later, you take her for pizza and she puts on there ice cream and pickles, you got a big problem. I got to work on that.
Little problem.
A little problem that's going to get bigger. Anyway, man the helm. Man the helm. So anyway, so before we get started, let's talk about Jerry Farber's Side Door. Our buddy Jerry Farber from Jerry Farber's Side Door. Jerry Farber often joins us, but he's not here tonight. But Jerry Farber's Side Door is one of the finest comedy clubs in the city. Not only is it a comedy club, they play music. They have big stars. Sally Kellerman came last year to perform, and Sally Kellerman of MASH. I actually Facebooked her, messaged her on Facebook to come. I'm begging her to come and do a show again. In fact, I was at Jerry Farber's last week with a couple of comics, and he has a friend, Howard, that was there that's a friend of Sally Kellerman's from MASH, and they called her while I was there to talk her, to beg her to come perform again. She sings, she plays piano, she's great. But they have open mics on Wednesday. They're open, I believe, every day during the week. It's a great club with music, entertainment, action, and violence. So please come to Jerry Farber's Side Door. He needs the money. Let's go to a commercial break, Al. Just wanted to wake you up. Just wanted to wake the crowd up. Anyway, sitting with me here at the Parole desk is a comic that's a fine comic, a unique comic, something you've never seen before. He used to perform. He was actually a bartender at Cafe 290 and did this for about 16 years, this act you're about to see. And Cafe 290 is across from the Punchline in Atlanta. And all the stars would, after they performed the Punchline, would come to see this gentleman perform his act, including Larry the Cable Guy. So I welcome to the Parole desk, Tommy in the Box. Before we get started, Tommy, is your stuff, is it friendly, family friendly?
Bam! Well, there's no obscenity just for the community and no nudity for the community.
Okay, that explains that. Okay. Now, do you fly when you travel, Tommy?
I book my flights at the $1 billion Ivan Allen, Maynard Michael, Reggie, Jesse, Andrew Jackson, Hartsfield, Atlanta International Home Depot Coca-Cola Airport, somewhere off Peachtree Street in Georgia, and you can see from Stone Mountain that big rock with some Civil War graffiti carved in on the side. Then you take a left off I-85. Well, it's a typical day. Lower yourself, lower your self-esteem. But don't be a jerk, we'll cavity search, then y'all be chronic clean. Now attention passengers, be sure to pick up that free moist medicated tux. They say it helps, it's individually wrapped, and it comes along with that complimentary sack of nuts. So I've got my 2 tallboy PBRs and that exit door is open wide, and I'm going down that JetBlue slip and slide. So if your suitcase happens to hit you in the face, have a nice sphincter. Bye-bye. Blah.
I hope you're all taking notes. Listen, did you ever have a French connection? I don't know what that means, but did you ever have a French connection?
We dare to shock you, the stench will sock you, but it ain't right. Why the French can't fight? But you met a May Martina. She was a wiener, guarantee ya. But she was packing dong, tucked behind her thong. Ding, dang, dong. La-bam.
Now, do you still have Tony Soprano when you need backup?
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, 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 bang. When the lead hits their eye, skulls and brains start to fly. Well, damn, that's whack-a-mole. So forget about it. There.
Okay. Is there a soul in that box?
Zip it. Zip it. Zip it right now. I said, zip that lip up now. Zip, 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 bip. Bip, bap. Bip, bap, bip. Bam, you best get up off of that thing with that going downtown. Now look here. Look here now. Because I meant to hit when I smacked that bitch, she tried to put me down. Because she didn't know it. That I's James Brown. And that's finally in the ground. Hallelujah. Amen. But Dan, Who was selling my shit off? Who was selling my shit off now? You tell them. They touched my Greypool microwave. 44.95. Bam.
Okay. Well, we were talking about Larry the Cable Guy. Larry the Cable Guy, after a show, came from Punchline to Cafe 290, and what did you do for him?
Shapow! Well, if it burns, we're sorry. But don't light a popsicle cross on your ass. If you have gas. Kaboom! Get it done, bam!
Have you, listen, what about your social life? Have you been dating anybody?
Weather, I wake up together. She was good, I'm bad. The ultimate shag, blam.
Okay. Now, would you trade that box for any money?
Ching, 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 ching. Blam. Well, it's all about that U.S. government green cheese paper that weighs a gram with the hard-boiled egg-shaped pictures of old dead white man. I mean, euro, yen, ruble, lira, mark, franc, the pound. We'll change your dollars into pesos, son, if you're naughty in this town. Why? Why, it's all about the American founding fathers honored. They're the legal tender men. That's Washington, Grant, Hamilton, Jackson, Lincoln, Benjamin. But Hillary, she was Sac Estate, not William Jefferson Clinton. So pennies, half dollars, quarters, nickels, dimes. You find it silver dollar, pal, save it. You block cash, guy, bam.
Before we go on, I like to show, this may be the last show we ever film live. We may be banned from the whole country, but before I go on, I like to show youthful pictures of from years back of the performers. And this is one where Tommy was performing for the Blue Man group in Vegas. He used to be part of the Blue Man group. Can you show that, Al? You can watch. See your picture there. That's when you were part of the Blue Man group in Vegas. Remember those days?
No, Blue Man.
Go back in your box, Tommy. Okay. Now, do you have any tattoos, Tommy?
3D taboo, tattoo taser, voodoo woody, bamboo hazer, pissed off plastic pistol Barbie. You won't get your pansy party. Foing, diddy, foing, foing. My 3D tattoo. Foing, diddy, foing. Shoot the bullet in you. Doop, 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 blah.
I hope you're all enjoying this. It's a very big learning experience. Anyway, what is a hood trip Boxman.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Bam! On his hood trip, see, he got popped. He just wasn't equipped to be a dealer and a knock. So now in jail he are, just reminiscing about his fudge pack bar. Bam!
Well, before we go on any further, I just want to ask one more question. Do you sing any tunes, show tunes?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Curb the beans and cut the coke. Your prostate says your life's a joke. There's no regurging or Pepto-Bismol. That kibasi smell is from y'all. Blam.
Well, Tommy, this has been an experience. I'm sure none of you have ever seen anything like this before, and you may never see it again. But we're going to bring Tommy on a little later in the show. So right now, let's take it to a commercial break. Alex?
Yo, check the sound. To the people from the front to back, the arms clap. To the people from the back front, yo, check the sound.
Welcome back. I have the honor now of introducing a little sanity to the show. I hope you enjoyed Tommy Tune. Tommy in the Box, not Tommy Tune. We're going to have him back on. But this young man has performed all over the East Coast. After getting his start in New York City, he moved to Atlanta to further his career, from contacts to main stage and wild audience such as Laughing Skull, Jerry Farber's Side Door, Bonkers, Punchline. It's too many to name, but I want to welcome to the stage, or the parole desk, my friend A.K. Bjorn.
I feel like I'm on drugs. I felt like, and not like the good kind. I felt like I was on like all of the drugs. Have you ever felt like you were on all of the drugs?
I haven't done most of them, but I feel like I've done most.
You
of them.
have now.
But it was great, Tommy.
You're
in the
welcome.
Box.
I'm brand new.
I saw Tommy in the Box at the Punchline 2 years ago, and I saw it, and all I could do was go,
yeah.
But he grows on you. Tommy really grows on you. And I got to tell you, I was performing at a club last night, and I said to the club on Comics and Pro, we're having AK Bjorn and Tommy in the Box, and people clapped. I'm not kidding now.
And not for me.
People cheered.
They weren't clapping. They weren't clapping.
I'm not sure who they were clapping. Maybe they clapped.
Yeah.
Anyway, AK, it's good to have you on. AK, now, AK really has a wide range of comedy and humor. He again, this is another one I saw early in starting comedy that I really thought he was a touring professional, which he really is. He's going to be performing tomorrow at a swingers club.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
It is Trapeze of Atlanta.
I don't know if we can talk about this, but
well, you've already done it.
Okay.
That's it. You've covered the whole.
Well, you'll have to tell us about it some other time when you come back.
Yeah.
But also, you have a big show tomorrow night, right?
Yes, I am also on the. I'm going to leave the Trapeze show and go directly to Masquerade.
And tell us about that show.
It's Angela Miller's, the one that no one's ever met. But she's got a show. She's a real person. You may not know that she's a real person, and she's got a show at Masquerade.
Angela, this is the third time Angela Miller was supposed to be on this show.
Yes.
And she's Dan, I'm going to be here tonight. She didn't. Again, she didn't.
I'm confirming that she's a real person, because people might think that she's not real because you keep talking about her.
Yeah.
She's not. She never shows up.
We showed her set and everything. She's performed at Gotham and all that. Yeah. But anyway, now, AK, tell us about the No Way pregnancy test.
Oh, sometimes you ever have a situation where you just can't believe it. Mm-hmm. And here's what happened. I don't really bring this up a lot, but I used to be a 7-year-old white girl. Let me explain. A couple of years ago, I taught second grade, and what happens is that if you come here from Haiti as a kid, they just leave you back a grade, right? They don't test you. They're just like, hey, you're from some no-name country, good luck. And one day a little white girl asked the little Haitian girl, how old are you? And the little Haitian girl says 8, and the little white girl's like, wait a minute, were you held back? And she says, no. And the little white girl says, no way. And I'm like, hey, that's awful. Don't do that. And then I realized, wait a minute, that was me. At my first job, I was a cashier for Kroger, and the lady came through the line, and she had a double chin,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And I looked at her license, and her license said 135,
Uh-huh.
and I'm looking at her. I'm like, no way, right?
Hey, by the way,
Unbelievable.
who's tuning in is the producer of the show, and Brian T. Shirley, who was on the show. He's saying hi, and
Don't cancel us. Don't.
Mike, don't cancel us.
Don't.
Anyway, I don't think you would. Now tell us about, you had a pregnancy scare recently.
I didn't. And I realized in that moment, I'm not ready to push you down the stairs. Because, like, what if something goes wrong? Like, what if the baby makes it? I didn't know. I didn't know how to handle that. So that was a real issue for me.
Okay, you don't want to be accused of a double murder. That would
Well,
not be
yeah,
good.
no, that's...
Now tell us about Clean Dirty Febreze.
Well, that's how I sort laundry.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually engaged now. That's how I sort it. When I do laundry, I've got clean, and I've got dirty, and I've got Febreze. And the Febreze pile is all the dirty stuff that I spray that now smells like the clean pile. So I figure it's safe.
Yeah.
We'll just go with that.
Okay, very good, very good. Listen, let's take it to AK set. And then we'll come back and we'll hear some more jokes from this fine young Atlantan.
All right, here we go. This is what's up. Glad to see y'all here. I need to get a little beat on who I got in the crowd. If you're over 30, clap it up. If you're over 30, clap it up. Cool, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to somebody's house in their late teens, early 20s and do this. Hey, get off the phone! I'm trying to use the internet! Try that. It is... They have no idea what's going on, and you're entertained. It's perfect. Some people are good at childhood games. I wasn't good at like this one particular childhood game. Tell me if you ever played this before. It went like this: rock, paper, scissors, absentee father. And I always found I lost with the absentee father every single time. My mom was cool though. She was good people. When she found out that I moved to Atlanta, she really wanted me to go to an historically black college like Clark Atlanta or like Morehouse. But that was really expensive. I couldn't afford it. So instead, I'm now signed up to go to an historically black online college. I got in. I'm now enrolled in Esther Road University. I picked them because their motto was down, 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 good education. That's why I went there. I like being in Atlanta, I realized you can't live in Atlanta without really getting sucked into like the strip club culture. Like you have to be a part of it. Like you're gonna end up going. I actually did a show at a strip club on the south side called Candy Shop. Alright, this place is amazing. All the dancers have candy names. So there's a big girl named 100 Grand. There's an old chick named Werther's Original. Her sister's on the other stage, Peanut Brittle. I went there one night, I said, hey girl, you're real pretty, what's your name? She said, Mike and Ike. I said, oh no. This isn't gonna work out. I also went to Diamonds of Atlanta. And that was real cool for like the first 45 minutes. Alright? And after about 45 minutes, I hear this. Welcome to the stage, your EBT card. And she gets on stage, whips off her bottoms. I'm not saying she had a landing strip, but it looked more like Hartsfield Jackson down there. I didn't even tip her, I just threw a big razor on stage. What I'm saying is, ladies, trim your bush. Alright? Trim your bush. That's all. Listen, if I get down there and it looks like you're part of Team Jacob, okay, it's too much. Or if you're black and it looks like you got Rick Ross in a leg lock. Alright, I don't want to get down in here, Maybach music. I don't want to deal with that. It's not going to be cool for me. I went to Onyx. I went to Onyx, and it was everything the rap videos told me it was going to be. It was perfect. And I got there and I realized I don't really understand like strip club etiquette. Maybe y'all can help me out with this, okay? If I go to whatever the strip club is, and whatever the rapper is like throwing the dollars in the air, like throws the dollars in the air, okay? And some of those dollars land on me. Are those now my dollars? I kind of feel like they should be, right? Right? Oh, because, okay, there's nothing worse than going to the strip club with not enough dollars. That is the worst thing, right? Because, first of all, I found myself in the club with $2, right? And that's terrible. The guy next to me had a wallet of $60. And I know I can't follow the guy with the $60 wallet with my $2. I'm going to embarrass myself. So now I'm at the stage like Double Dutch, trying to time it just right. And then all of a sudden, bam, she gets hit with $62. Doesn't know where it came from, but she's having a good night. Seems like a good plan to me.
Great set. Great set. A lot of stuff I hadn't seen before. I've seen you perform a lot. Very, very good. Now, tell me about the sexual centaur.
That's what, here's the thing. When I take my clothes off, I know that I'm shaped like a middle-aged white woman.
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
And so what happens, a lot of bi women look at me like a sexual centaur, like half man, half soccer mom. You know, it gets real awkward.
Yeah.
Like the other problem I have is because I need to go to the gym and get like a regular man shape going on. I need to go to the gym because what happens with the long hair and the way I'm shaped, sometimes people think I'm gay. I'm like, oh, that's not fair. And part of it is also because I drive my fiance's PT Cruiser. Like, so I think between the long hair and driving the PT Cruiser, that really is, and then I was like, hey, come on, you know, I can drive a PT Cruiser and not be gay. But then I rented a Fiat 500, and, you know, I'm driving down the highway, and I would see guys in cars, like, pulling up next to my car and, like, looking there to see what the girl looked like, and then they'd see me, and then they would drop back, like, 4 cars, you know, when they realized it was a dude in there. So I was like, that's not... But I understood.
See, AK has these great dreadlocks. Show me your dreadlocks. See?
And the hips. Look at these.
He has great hips and dreadlocks.
Look at these.
See the hips and the
Hips and
dreadlocks.
dreads.
Now, the reason I want to show his dreadlocks, AK used to be a award-winning teenage surfing dude in his teenage years. Let's show a picture. See, that was AJ. How old were you there?
That was 7 and a half.
He was a star. He was a star even when he was 7.5. Okay. So let's ask you one more brief question.
Okay.
Tell us about staying alive.
Well, okay, I don't know if you know this, or I don't know if the viewers know this, but and they've changed the way they do CPR. It is, instead of doing the compression and breathing, it is compression only. So what they'd say is you do it to the song, to the tune of "Staying Alive," like staying alive, staying alive. But my question is this: what do you do when you get to the hook, like "Staying alive"? Hey, like I don't. If someone performs CPR on me, when they get like, is my heart going to stop every 64 bars? Is that what's going to happen? Yeah. Like I'm nervous about that.
Gotcha. Well, I want to ask you too. What about homeless yoga?
I saw someone in one of these donation bins, and they donated a yoga ball, and I'm like, that's not very practical for the homeless people. Like, am I gonna go down the street and look down the alleyway and see like a homeless yoga class like by the dumpster? You know, what does that look like? Like lotus, crane, spare some change. Like, how does that work out?
Oh, jeez. Gotcha. Now, tell me also. ATM. Stephanie at the ATM.
Here, okay. When I was living in New York, my friend Stephanie, she's a Greek. She's like red hair, like short, and she says, "AK, can you come with me to the ATM?" And I said, "Sure, no problem." And while we're there, this black dude comes creeping up on the side. And I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He said, "My bad, you got this one already." And he goes walking off. And I didn't appreciate getting profiled like that. It didn't seem right.
AK, you're great. We're going to have you back on the show again, especially after the trapeze thing. We got to hear about this. Thank you, AK.
Thank
my
you.
son. let's take it to a commercial break, and then we're going to bring on Rage in the Cage.
2 weeks ago, the world fell in love with Snuffy the seal, who washed up on shore injured and dehydrated. We now go live to Snuffy's triumphant return to the sea.
We are just moments away from releasing Snuffy, the rescued seal, back into the ocean. And now you see it, Snuffy's triumphant return.
Holy
Shark Week. It's a bad week to be a seal.
We're back. We're back with Tommy. What is this Mike says? They got to fight Tommy in the box. Mike, I have a guy that works the YouTube animation. Anyway, he can help you. Anyway, okay. So now we have back with us Tommy in the box. He's going to explain to you. He's going to be doing Rage in the Cage, and we'll let him explain first.
Well, folks out there's so many millions of you commute every day. You get all dressed up to be pretty and nice to your bosses, and you're looking so great, and you turn your car over, you start it up, and you get HTB. You're just a bunch of HTB that's humping the bumper 10 times a week. In the morning, 5 times, coming back, humping the bumper in traffic. Feeling like shit. You had a lousy day. Somebody woke you up from a wet dream. What is wrong with you people? So, you rage. And then when you rage, you'll just have to put it in a cage. And that's when you need Tommy the Traffic Tourette. Because he will take that rage and stuff it in the cage. Because Tommy the Tourette will suck that outrageous venomous poison straight from the neck. Sit there, mofo, mofo, mofo. Sit there, mofo, mofo, mo. Mommy figure, sit there, mofo, mofo, mo. Mommy figure, stop your wigging. Cause daddy's still digging.
Yay! I had to see that. I heard about the Rage of the Cage. Now, what I also want to tell you is Tommy is actually a very accomplished magician. Not a magician, a musician. He's a very accomplished musician. And we're gonna have Tommy play a little of his harmonica. Because you were in a band, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay. I'm going to go downstairs to the little boy's room. I'm going to let you take over the show, and you play the harmonica, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going down to the little boy's room, and you play the harmonica. Go ahead.
All right. Something I learned walking home from my girlfriend's house when I first got a harmonica. A little party I was at in high school. I jumped the couch. Going home. I jumped that tree right off the tractor. I'm going home. Going home.
That was really awesome. This guy's very talented, but I want you to stay on because I want to play while we close the show. And we're going to have you on again because this guy really grows on you. He really does. So listen, I wanted you to play some soft harmonica music while we close the show. Do you have anything wise to say to the audience, though, before we close it?
Listen clearly to yourself before you speak what you want to say.
Very good, very good. So let's close the show. Go ahead and play a little soft tune. Go ahead, you go ahead. Okay. This show is produced by www.harmonybooking.com and American Hearts Radio. Harmony Booking takes pride in bringing great entertainment showcase packages at affordable rates. Harmony offer professional seasoned talents for all events, over 60 years of experience in entertainment industry. Harmony Booking is also proud of our American hero and veterans. We support and bring entertainment to the veteran community. Also, go to American Hearts Radio for great shows at www.americanheartsradio.com and watch Roads All Over the Map and Neil's Law Hour radio show. Thank you for tuning in. Keep going. Keep going.